blind man finished watching TV and go to sleep. Unable to see, he didn't notice a Yin intruder standing in front of him. The intruder quietly opened a bottle of water and poured in an unknown substance. He punctured a hole in the bottle, then gently placed the bottle on the floor. Poisonous gas instantly erupted from the bottle. Covering his nose, the intruder quietly exited the room. Little did the intruder know he had messed with the wrong person. The blind man was actually a military veteran. The intruder returned to the living room, believing that the $1 million in cash must be hidden in this room. Just as they opened the lock, the blind man heard the sound and approached. Surprisingly, he hadn't been knocked out by the gas. The thieves panicked. Knowing the blind man couldn't see, the intruder pretended to be drunk and claimed he had accidentally wandered into the wrong house. The blind man almost believed this until he stepped on the destroyed door latch. The blind man immediately realized what had happened. Knowing he couldn't keep up the lie, the intruder revealed his true intentions and told the blind man not to move. Unexpectedly, the blind man charged forward despite the threat. The man then eliminated the intruder. The woman, terrified, didn't dare breathe. Seeing the blind man approach, the woman hid in a closet. The woman watched in astonishment, realizing this was the money they were looking for. When the blind man left, she texted another man to help and get all the money. Just as they were about to leave, they encountered the blind man opening the door. They froze in place. They tried to hold their breath and slowly back away, but suddenly, a phone rang. They both were terrified, but remained perfectly still. The blind man then realized it was just the dead man's phone. The two can't leave this house because the blind man has sealed all the way in and out. Unexpectedly, they both discovered the blind man's secret in the basement. A girl was kept and hid inside the basement. Later on, they learned and realized the blind man had a daughter who had been killed by this wealthy girl in a car accident. The blind man imprisoned her as the punishment. As they debated whether to rescue the girl, footsteps sounded from upstairs. Then, they finally found an exit, but just as the man opened the door, a shot rang out. The imprisoned girl collapsed. The blind man held the girl and howled in anguish. He vowed to tear the thieves to pieces. To prevent their escape, the blind man immediately cut the power, plunging the basement into darkness. They eventually made it upstairs. Just as the man closed the door, a large black dog was staring at them. Terrified, they ran to an upstairs room and barricaded the door. The man told the woman to escape through the ventilation shaft. Just as she crawled in, the door broke open and the dog lunged at the man. The man fell onto the glass. Fortunately, the blind man didn't notice the man. The woman, meanwhile, to escape from the pursuit of the dog, she fell off to the ground. When the woman woke from unconsciousness, she kicked open an iron window, but suddenly the blind man pulled her back down. When the woman awoke, she found herself tied to a bed in place of the dead girl.